So this is going to pretty much be live audio as the race happens. I did not get the beforehand stats and whatnot, but since I'll be doing this 3 times, I mean, it'll pretty much show. This is me kind of commentating after the races, so it's just because I couldn't stream it or record it at the same time for whatever reason. But yeah, I did do the races because pretty much after the Legend race was implemented, we got the King Halo Legend race, and I recorded it without audio, so here's my commentary. So, yeah, I don't doubt if not everyone, almost every trainer, especially free-to-plays and whatnot, are using Bakushin O for this Legend race. I don't see why you wouldn't. Otherwise, like, if you're doing better, like if you have A rank or A plus rank girls all over the place, I can imagine you using other girls. But for me, I'm using Bakushin O. It's not even a good Bakushin O, but I think I got lucky with low motivation King Halo. I think 2 of them were lowest motivation, and 1 was like low motivation, so I pretty much smoothie. And it's pretty much a guarantee. I'm just gonna assume that everyone else is using smoothies. I don't see why not. These are limited races. You can only go in a limited amount of time. Therefore, you use all your resources to kind of give yourself the best advantage, because why not? Unless you're doing something weird. This race, however, was really, really scary. Of course, that's not to say that I won all 3 or not. You're gonna have to watch the video, unless you just want to cut to them, but yeah, that's really scary. For those newer trainers or those who don't know, you can pretty much tell if your girl's won the race if she does her animation at the end there, so you don't have to wait, and especially if you just skip to the end. So here's my second race. I'm using a different Bakushin O. As you can see, those girls you saw there were the only ones with short rate distance in my Hall of Fame, with at least an A in short distance. I can see people getting by with B rank and whatnot, but like I said, just give yourself the best advantage. So apparently, according to side games, I mean, side games could have always made it harder. I mean, it's not always about LOL, it's so easy. But apparently, I mean, if you look at this is what side games kind of wants us to build our stats towards, at least for a betweener or insert type girl who this King Halo is, so that's why she might have 950 power. But if she were built by most of the community, and me included, it would probably be more speed and less power, but that's just the King Halo that we have to race against during this Legend race period. That is King Halo. For newer trainers, this is basically your cue to win or just participate. Even participating, you get enough, but you do want to win at least once to get the goodies. But other than that, this is to make sure you get your King Halo to 2-star, close to 3-star, or pretty much 3-star your King Halo. That's what these Legend races are for in my mind as a complete free-to-play. So yeah, so my first Bakushin O, I didn't show my stats, but it was pretty much a lower speed. This Bakushin O, on the other hand, is higher speed with a bunch of escape debuffs, even though no one's really running escape Bakushin O anymore. And to those who are, just know that everyone in PvP is debuffing escape type strategy anyway, so good luck with that. Maybe there's some strategy against it, but for this Legend race, yeah, my debuffs are not doing anything against King Halo. If anything, they are slowing down the escape-type horses, the other escape-type horses, and trying to block King Halo, I guess, indirectly, but other than that, you kind of hope that you win. So again, yeah, King Halo there, I'm just keeping an eye on her on the top before we get to the last spurt where you can't see anymore, but otherwise I'm just looking at the screen. King Halo is in the middle there, so I feel a bit comfortable, but if she cuts inside, then I get a bit more scared. Here, I should win unless she just speeds up there. I can see her in the back there, I don't need to worry. Everything's fine. It's mainly when insert slash betweeners or chasers slash drive-in girls approach from the outside that I get really scared. By the way, since some videos are not going to come out, I might as well say it now. There was a gold ship in a mid-range race that whenever I see a gold ship in a mid-range race, I get scared because there's a 50% chance for some reason that, well, first of all, no one really puts debuffs for drive-in slash chaser type girls in mid-distance race, because we all expect gold ship to be in long-distance races most of the time. But, I mean, I don't see her not being a mid-distance race. I could build my gold ships mid-distance, but, you know, but the reason why that's relevant is because, again, for short distance type races and for people raising short distance type girls, I usually don't see betweener slash insert debuffs. Everyone usually shoots at advance, but mostly escape type just to kind of lock those positions down. So yeah, I'm definitely not prepared for this King Halo Legend race. Again, as you saw for this third race, King Halo's motivation was low. For newer trainers, what that means is her performance is pretty much going to be lower than it was if it was at high motivation. For experienced trainers, you know what it does. It kind of means that her stats are lower. So that's why I smoothie to make sure that I'm at least at a fight, have a fighting chance. Because otherwise, like I said, I don't have a lot of good short distance racers. Yeah, funny. That's funny enough because everyone pretty much has Bakushin O. I didn't grind a lot of Bakushin O's, so, you know. Also, the good thing about short distance races is that they're over quickly, so, yeah, we can get to the end of this video quickly. Again, I'm watching King Halo right there. She's kind of in the middle again, but she has a chance to cut through, which she does cut through. She's cutting through right there, you can see here. And that's the scariest because the inside has the most risk, but if they cut inside, they can catch up like this. But it's fine because she has low motivation. If she was at higher motivation, I probably would have lost that. So, that's that. One other thing, since another video is not coming out, yeah, we're just gonna go to, I think I checked the exposure room really quickly here, because, and what I mean by that is basically trophy room, because you can look at other people's well, if someone is streaming or showing them, you can basically ask them to show you their trophies to see which girls win races. Here I'm looking at King Halo stats again. This is where Side Games puts it, and that's pretty much where I would have put it too, except for, like, you know, speed being a bit higher. That's pretty much what I expect a short distance girl to look like. Mainly speed, power, and intelligence in that order. But it really depends. I mean, obviously you tweak here and there depending on the needs. And I think I checked trophies here because, yeah, I think all my wins or all my attempts are going to be Bakushin O. I don't really have anyone else. In the trophy room, it shows you exactly how many you won. I think we have to wait until this legend race is over before you see, but yeah, this is why I kind of call this the exposure room, or the exposed room. I would like to win as a gold ship, but obviously that would be really hard to build a gold ship for short distance race for me. So yeah. So this should be the end of the video. Nothing else to say, just want to put this out, at least for my experience as a free-to-play. So if anyone else learns or anyone who has listened to me, I'd like to thank you for watching. I'm not going to take up more of your time. JRDanMML, out.